Right. Time to get to 200,000 citizens. Welcome to my town. It's called Bigga Town. It's called that for a reason, of course, because it's fucking huge. I started making this section like 2 weeks back, and it's supposed to be looking like Manhattan, a bit, with the fancy stuff in the middle. What's it called? Well, the big park, Central Park. It's not that big as Central Park, of course, but it gets the job done. It has entries here for the people that want to go in. This is a side park entry, by the way. I got several of these at the side. Also got a main entrance here. Not sure. It costs more than I'm getting out of it, but at least it gives the people here at this part of town something special. Something unique, something that the other parts of the city do not have. For example, this is an industry area for forest. It doesn't have any fancy parks or nothing really. I'll show you another piece of like where people live in. That's here, over here. Nothing fancy, just a small park, the one you can click on and just bring in. Where is it? Oh, here. Yeah. Here, just a small park like this. People are demanding it, so I'm giving it, but not as big as the Central Park over here. It also has small parks at the edges of it, because the Central Park is apparently not big enough. Who have guessed that, huh? Who have guessed that? Also, they're demanding a bit more here, so probably we'll give it to them. This will be this is my last living space that I'm building at the moment. Not the last of it, as in the last of the city, but the last I'm currently working on. And yeah, it takes a lot of time, man. A lot of time, and also the roads need to be not overflooded with cars. So it's constantly work in progress. I started this map like maybe 6 weeks ago, maybe a bit more, and every now and then I feel like making something for the city. I go out on my PC and try to make something for the city, but they're demanding no more office spaces now, so I'm gonna work on that. It's a bit on a hill, but I believe it would not matter. Maybe a bit more here, so yeah. I need some water as well. else they would drown in their sorrows. Not drinking enough. We would not have that on our conscience, right? I made this section here. This is plain industry, like with pollution and stuff. But I had to make it since the commerce and other shops were not having enough goods. So I made an area specific for this one, and also changed the policies for also for this section to have it industrial space planning. So it's like making twice the amount of what it usually is making, which is giving customers enough stock for their customers. I mean shops enough stuff for their customers, that they're not running out of supplies and goodies. And I pretty much did that for every section that is industry based. See, I did not make this a section. This is actually not an industry section like I told you. But if we want to make specific changes, like policies for this area, it's handy to have a section for this. Like, we just can click it and apply the policies, just like on a server, you know. Good stuff. Feels good to do that. Feels soft. Feels, yeah, like brushing with a paint, with a paintbrush, but then on screen. We're actually closing in on the 200,000 citizens. We are on 192. Sorry, I'm from Holland, so we say it differently. Like 129 and 192. We say it like 129 and 192. You see, it's like yeah. I'm not gonna bore you with that. If you want to know more about it, just comment and I will try to answer it. Yeah. Oh, I will change up the speed of the time here because it's taking forever to apply these changes. Like, I just built these offices here. Let me see if. Oh, no. Oh. Well, they're almost all in applied to it, like new buildings and stuff. Sometimes I like it when it's going dark in the city. You can see the special stuff that you made, like the street lanterns and like the busyness of the city at night. Like here at the harbor, there's constantly something to do. I know my traffic flow is not great here. I will change that up, but not now. It's like I changed it up. I believe last stream, and with the tunnel underneath here, from this side to this side, and one road to the highway. But still, the people coming in to this part of town that need to be here flow through the harbor, the cargo harbor. I got several of these. One here, and one here. Because if I only take one is gonna be overflowed with traffic of all areas going to this side. I had that first. This one is not getting much love, but hey, it's just a secondary harbor in my opinion. And to be honest, when this was overflowed, I made this one, and this one is now getting too much love. Not from me, but from the citizens. Um, I do have a train station here, a cargo train station. So all the stuff that is coming from the rest of the city, like you see, this is why it's called Big Town. It's big. It's like a project, but all the cargo stuff is coming from all places, you know, all places. And there are several, this is an industry area with several factories. So everything that is coming in here is also like directly distributed to all of the places that it needs to be in. Yeah, and for example, the trading stuff from here to another line outside here. You see where all the boats are going and disappearing into the sky, into the vast ocean. But yeah, that is what is yeah, giving me more cash flow. Since I'm not playing with any how do you say that, free cash, I just make sure when you see it, like I just make sure I get enough cash flow to make profit and sustain my city, make it flourish, make it vibrating. But when you do not do that, like when you just at the main menu press free money, you know, when everything's free and nothing is costing you anything, it's taking an element away from the city. An element that I love playing for, like making profit and going forward. Else you're just making a beautiful city that actually, when you play it for real, is not. Uh, yeah, it's just going bankrupt in, I believe, maybe even 15 minutes, maybe earlier. I'm not playing for that. I like to do that in this game. I like to do it in other games, making profit and having a slow pace going forward to my goal. That's my choose my favorite style of playing. But yours can be different, of course. But that's okay, man. That's okay, or woman, whatever. Just as long as you're having a good time, and that's what it's all about. Having a little bit of competition with yourself. Just being a little bit better than you were last time. I like that. Just cutting away these power lines. They're not needed anymore. I had them, of course, from giving power to point A to point B. We managed that. We built the city in between, and now they're not needed anymore. But we have a lot of problems with the flow of the cars. You know, it's a slow pace. They can drive, but it's not ideal. And sometimes I get a bright idea to fix it, but I'm feeling a bit blank today for it. Not really up for the task, if that is what it is. Alright, yeah, but that's okay, as long as they're not stuck. But this is a part of town that having it's just busy, you know. They're making stuff here, big factory here for food. See, they have no production, so probably they're low on flour, they're low on paper. I got, of course, this one's functioning properly good, but of course I have some warehouses close by that have stuff that is needed in this area, except for flour. This one is making the ships almost complete. I like that. Having a lot of workplaces. But as you see, the metals, the glass, and the plain timber are not delivered yet. So they're probably going from here. Huh? like the cargo terminal from the trains. Hey, I see. I got some issues here with if they're delivering it here, which you see train coming in. They're delivering it here. They're probably driving all the way back, or no, they're driving from here. Yeah. So, like with this. So all the way back from here to here. Oh, that's okay. This is not too busy. You know, this is not too busy. Yeah, like that. But you see here, like 5 minutes ago, it was way more busier than it was now, than it is now. But still, a lot of stuff is coming in. Forestry trucks, etc. Going here and selling it to other lands, other cities, because the forestry trucks are taking their forest stuff from here. And as you see, it's going pretty good. They're flourishing, and the industry, yeah, it's like booming. Hate that term, but this is making me a lot of profit. Check. It's like 9,000 in profit. That's a lot. That's a lot. But more in the actual forest, like selling trees, big trees, than plain plant timber and paper. I actually like those, but you know, we don't have everything for choose, you know. Ah, got some fire going on here. Fire people are very quick. Good stuff. But yeah, with those dry trees, a lot of fires exist very early, very fast, often as well. Where are these guys coming from? Whoa, sorry. Made you a bit dizzy there with the turning. But now it's like, where are these guys are coming from? Yeah, maybe the forest stuff, and then bringing it to here, and then probably going. That makes no sense. They're probably going for one of these warehouses or factories. It needs paper, yeah? And this one needs paper, so I guess these guys that are coming from here with their big trucks. No, these guys no, but over here, like there's only one big truck with trees on it. So it's probably going to there. Forestry truck. Probably it has not any forestry on it, but just paper. It needs it here and here. As you see, time went by, and we lost like almost 4,000 citizens. That happens a lot. It's not a big deal, to be honest. It's not a big deal. People get old, and they get into nursing homes, and eventually they get sick or they don't get sick. Yeah, you see people die here. People die. Citizens are sick, well, which is so weird. Like, there's a big hospital, like massive, no patients, and the capacity of 700 patients. And even though people are sick here, they're not going there. Makes no sense. We are going slowly back. This is not. This is not what it's supposed to be. You know, this is not how it's supposed to go. But yeah, sometimes it goes like that. And you have to take a step backwards. Losing profits, weekly income, like getting minus. People dying like flies, for example. Or, yeah, like it is now. I hate that, man. Last week I had it as well. I was at 170,000 citizens. That was the biggest I've gotten so far. And at that point, people were dying like flies, to the point that like 50,000 people died. 50,000. I was back at 120,000 citizens at my town. Losing profit. Like I'm having 2.3 million right now. At that point, I lost so much that I believe I had like 5,000 sim dollars at one point, and from that point on, it curved back, and now we are at where we are now. We were at 192,000 citizens, and we lost 6,000 in the matter of this movie, in the matter of this stream. Yeah. Well, I'm calling it here. I'm getting hungry, and that's it for now. Probably will stream later today or later this weekend. Thank you for watching, and yeah, I really hope you liked it. Give feedback if you do not like it, or if you see something that is, in your opinion, could be better, like the traffic flow or the trash stuff. Working on it. Working on it. Well, have a blast, guys, and cheers.